I it's my first time in Agile Beer International.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
Great.
nice.
Great. Welcome.
Carlos is a member in the community of São Paulo.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
That's great.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
and
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, we just only with 6 persons now, or not, or more. Oh no, that's more. 9.
I think, yeah, we've got 9 people. We'll give it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You know that this is new. This is the first time this has been on Friday, so some people may be a little confused.
Yeah, and maybe drunk.
That could be too, depending on what part of the world you're in.
That's Friday night now here.
Yeah, Michael's here from Netherlands. So
Yeah, when in Netherlands it's now 6 o'clock in the evening.
Hey, Gunnar.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Give it another minute or so. We got some more people here. Just a second.
Hello, guys. Thiago here.
Hello, Thiago.
Hi,
How are
Thiago.
you?
Hi, Thiago.
Hey.
Dina, she sent a message there in the chat saying that she just some work stuff.
Yep, we just added one more. Anita's coming in.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Anita. How
Hello.
are you?
Hey, Steve.
Okay. So we about ready to get going, Cindy, or you want to hang on a little bit more?
Maybe 2 more minutes.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. Oh, here comes Raj. He's coming in. We might even hit 15 today. Oh, here comes Jose. Speaking of the, there it is. Nope. Wait, we're still at 14. Okay. I got excited for a minute.
It's like an auction, yeah.
I know. We should have like a football poll. Let's see how many we get. I have no money though. I'm retired, you know? No boss, no responsibility, no money.
I don't have any money and I'm not retired.
Hi. What smart people do?
Hey Raj, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you? Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
How many people did register for this meetup?
I'm not sure how many registered.
If you get all the participants from all the meetups that we open, I think it's around 70.
70. Okay.
Yeah, that it seems to be pretty common because there's times when the Agile Beer USA will have 50 and 60 people sign. I'll get all excited and 10 will show up.
Yeah. Unless they have to pay for it, or only if also if it's just a little. Also, if it's just a little, they have to pay for it. Then they come.
Yep. Yeah.
And I heard another version is you have to pay for it and you get it back when you come.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good model. I like that.
Yeah.
Or it's free, and if you don't come, you get an invoice.
And it's a very minimal amount. It's like
10
euros or something like that. Yeah.
I have to get back into Menti again. It expired.
Oh.
So yeah, it showed like the poll has not started.
I answered it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it timed out.
Do we all need to do it again?
I don't think so, but let's find out.
Yeah, the question is not open for voting.
Hang on.
Try it. It says it's closed for voting.
Yeah, I've got to open it back up again. Okay, you should be able to do it again. Same number.
Open, yeah, it's working.
There we go. Let me get back to the Zoom. Okay, we got one more coming in. And I can't. There we go. I lost my Zoom for a minute.
Will you also share the screen back again, or at least share?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I lost my screen. Hang on a
Yeah.
second. I got lost. I'm about to share again.
Danny, do I know you from Agile Connect?
Probably.
Probably.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to put the Menti in the chat session again. So if you could do that, we'll find out where everybody's from. And let's see if I can share my entire desktop here. All right, they're coming in. Of course, Sao Paulo. I mean, this wouldn't happen without Sao Paulo and Rio. You got anybody? Yeah, we do have somebody from Rio and Texas. Hoofddorp, where's that at?
Hoofddorp is in the Netherlands. Hoofddorp is Dutch and means main village.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
main village means it's the main part of 140,000 people in a 17 million country. So
Wow.
everybody says, yeah, it's away from the center. Well, it's okay. It's close to, actually part of Hoofddorp is the international airport Schiphol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've been there
much for
many
village.
times.
Yeah, so much for village. Judge it for yourself. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I
Cool.
use it to stay in Wesselbroek, so it's very close to. But
Okay.
nice to know that today we'll have ukulele for closing.
That's right. I forgot about
We'll
that.
see what we can do today.
see what-
So it
that's
depends on
right.
the audience as well.
I remember that. I remember that. We got a couple of people from Ireland here as well. Florida, Georgia. Anywhere else? Okay. All right. So we ready to get
Okay.
going, Cindy?
We have more people from USA for the first time, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is. Okay. You want to start recording now, Cindy?
Yes, I was.
Take your time.
No, it's on live actually.
Huh?
It's live now. It's on live.
Oh,
now.
we're live. Okay,
Yeah.
we are live. I did not know that. Welcome to Agile Beer Global in English. This is a special edition. It's never been done on Friday before. We have a special guest, Allie Cox, and we'll talk about what she's gonna do for us today. But thank you all for coming. We want to talk about the team agreements. First of all, we want to be patient because we are virtual and we may be getting interrupted by family members, by pets. There might be noises in the background and all kinds of things. So please be patient with us. A hard, fast rule we have is no talking about politics and I'll add on religion. We're here to talk about Agile. We would ask that you keep your camera and mic on if possible. We want to see your wonderful faces. This helps us stay connected with each other. But of course, if you don't want to turn your mic on, your camera on, that's fine too. And if you were here from the beginning, Cindy has started. We have a live session on YouTube right now. So welcome to all the YouTube people that are watching and listening, even during and after this is over. We're going to use some tools like, we're using Zoom, we're use Slice and Fun Retro later on. And so those are our term agreements. When we talk about Agile Beer for the new people, we're all over the world. This is just a list of places that we're at. We're all over. It started off in Rio, Brazil, but now it's in Sao Paulo and Campinas and other places in Brazil. We're in Ireland and Netherlands and Singapore and Portugal and USA, and we're growing more every week. So that's where we're at in the world. Our mission is that we use the Simon Sinek's Gold Circle. And our why is because we want to spread the Agile mindset and share knowledge and experiences and to help us become a community of Agilists and enthusiasts. How we're doing this is we're promoting meetups, whether they're initially start out face-to-face, but now because of what's going on throughout the world, we're virtual. We hope someday we can go back to face-to-face, but right now, virtual is the way we're doing it. What we're a group of Agilists, and we want to make a difference in the world. We want to promote lectures and dynamics with a lot of fun. And when it's a drinking time in your part of the country, we invite you to have some beer or whatever your favorite drink is, but be safe. These are some of the people, some faces you might see. These are some of our co-facilitators. And here's some more. We're all over the place, and we like having fun. If you're interested in the other Agile Beer sessions that go on, this is a list. We can provide this to you. Just reach out to us, and we can give you this list of meetup groups of where we're at. All right. So now, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Allie Cox to you. Allie and I met, I don't know, what was it, a month or so ago, Allie?
Yeah, something like that.
And so she told us about this great virtual game, and she agreed to share it with the world. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Allie, if you can tell us a little bit about who you are and what we're going to do, and just run with it.
Thank you, Steve. So yeah, I'm Allie Cox. I'm from NetMind. I'm the one that's based out of Atlanta in Georgia in the United States. I am an independent Agilist, but I work mostly for a company called NetMind. That's an advertisement you see back there. So we do coaching, mentoring, training, all around Agile, and also a lot around business analysis, which we think fold together very well. I put the instructions for this game and my information is in the PDF file that's in the chat. So feel free to download that, use that. Not really copyrighted or anything. This is the ballpoint game that's been around since 2008. That was actually developed by Boris Glog. I think it's pronounced Glogger. So, it's not mine. But we came up with, collaboratively within NetMind, we came up with a way to do it we started out doing it in Mural, and then we've kind of gone to Miro as our collaboration board. So that's where I'm going to let you guys play here today. Yes.
Okay, no, I just thought that it was just shared with by Cindy. It was not here before.
Oh, no.
In the chat.
Oh, perfect.
Now it's there, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't, the Zoom chat doesn't persist either.
Yeah.
Kind of like Blackboard that we use a lot. So I'm also going to put in the chat, I'm going to give you a link to the Miro board. If you want to come in, you can come in as a guest. And I'm also going to share my screen so that you guys can see. If you're not familiar with Miro, I can give you a quick tour and then we can play. So how many of you, is there, I can't remember in Zoom, can you raise your hand in here? Yeah. Oh, thumbs up. But give me a thumbs up if you have played Ballpoint in any version before, like live or anybody? No? Oh, I see Michael, I see Donnie. Right, Steve, I know you have.
My hand should be up.
Yeah, so.
Sasha.
And Sasha, okay. So let's look at Miro first, and then we'll look at the game. So Miro is a collaboration board. You're viewing my screen now. To move around in here, you basically can grab any empty part of the screen and move. If you click on
in your share, your screen now. No.
Oh, it has a thing around it. Okay. Nope. I didn't actually hit share. Oh my gosh.
Now
I've been doing this too much this week. So yeah, to move around in the board, once you're here, if you grab any blank part of the board and just move it, it lets you move around. If you're seeing blank right now, it means you're probably zoomed out too far. So if you go down to the bottom right corner, you can adjust your zoom and zoom in. That little black, this black box here too, you can use to move around. If you don't see that black box, you probably have to unpin the map, which is this little icon in the lower right. So if you'd like, anybody have questions about Miro? I think if you guys have used collaborative tools, hopefully you can get around pretty well. So, but just shout out if you have any questions. So Ballpoint. So Ballpoint is a game that I've played probably hundreds of times live with groups. It's a great game that helps us understand teamwork, collaboration, trust, iterative and incremental work, flow of work, bottlenecks, inspect and adapt, continuous improvement. So lots of good points come out of this. So, once you play it, I think you're going to see that. So let me go through the rules of the game and kind of how to play virtual. It's a little bit different than live, but not much. So, and I've also got, if you zoom in on the kind of the left side of the board, I have the instructions there as well, which is in the PDF. So the point of the game is, as a team, is to see how many points you can score in 2 minutes. Okay, so as a team, you're trying to, and basically it's an analogy to getting work done. How much work can you get done in 2 minutes? So that's the time box we're talking about. So then the rules, I'll go through the rules and then I'll tell you how to implement the rules. So basically every ball has to be touched by every person in order for it to count as a point. In order for the work to get completely done, every person has to touch the ball that's going through. You cannot pass directly to your neighbor, to your direct left, nor to your direct right. So once again, I'll explain how that works in a minute. The ball has to start and end with the same person. So whoever picked up the ball to start, they have to end it in order for the point to be valid. You get -1 point if the ball drops. If you're in a live game, if it drops on the floor, that's -1 point. I'll show you how it works in the virtual game. You're going to estimate how many points you can get as a team before each round. Okay, everybody once again is part of one big team. So how does it work? So I've got a visual here on the left side of the board on what it means for good touches or good throws and bad throws or passes or touches. So a ball is considered to be caught well if the ball lands within the sticky note completely. Okay. So notice here's a good touch. I have an example of a bad one over here on the right. If it's not completely within the sticky note, then that's basically a bad touch, also called a dropped ball. Or if it lands in the middle or just on the floor of the Miro board, that's a dropped ball. Okay. You also can't pass directly to your right or left. So this purple sticky note cannot pass directly to the orange, nor could it pass directly to the green because that's on the right or left. But notice that a good pass like this green one here could pass to the yellow. So that's okay. As long as the sticky note's not to the right or left of your sticky note, it's a good pass. How do you pass it? You pick up the ball. Let's go over to the sticky notes and I'll give you an example. So let's say I'm Steve. Steve, I'll be you for a second. So maybe I'm gonna start a ball. So I'll pick up this motorcycle. I'll put it on my sticky note. So I grabbed it and then I want to pass it to Cindy. I can pass it to Cindy because it's in front of the sticky note, right? So that's a good pass. So I drop it on Cindy's sticky note and that's a good pass. Well, then Cindy to throw it to Danny, that's a good pass. But Steve can't throw it. Let's see, I'll put Allie on this one. So if Steve throws it to Allie, well, number one, that's an illegal pass because it's to the right of Steve's sticky note. Or let's say Steve puts it over here and it lands there. That's a dropped ball. Okay. Any questions on that? Okay.
This relies on a whole bunch of honesty.
Yeah, it does rely on a lot of honesty. And I'm going to be watching as you guys play so I can see when things drop. And you're probably going to drop balls because most people, unless you're really familiar with Miro, you're going to accidentally move sticky notes around. So what I'd like you guys to do before we start is to go ahead and put your name on a sticky note. I'm going to take my name off of this one. So get a sticky note and put your name. You just double click on the sticky note in order to type in it.
Yeah, we're going to need some more sticky.
Isn't there a limit if you play it in person? There's a limit of maximum of 2 balls per person. It's not.
I don't have that rule because
okay.
That's part of the debrief of the learnings of the game is that when somebody has too many balls in their hands, they start dropping them. So you could add that rule. I mean, I think you can add any rules you think are appropriate, but I don't add that rule. You'll see in here too, if somebody has too many balls on top of their sticky note, they start getting confused on which one they're grabbing.
Okay, and balls that dropped, falls, they can go back to the start or something?
You can go back to the start if you drop a ball.
You can't pick it up and pass it out and carry on.
No.
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah, each time we'll be using different objects here.
So you see, you have 26 balls to the right of this, to the left of the sticky notes. You have 26 balls that you can use.
Okay.
Now you're going to be a self-organizing team. So I've told you all the rules that we have, plus the one that Michael just brought up. Those are the rules that we have. So you guys have to figure out based on the rules and how you want to set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
So is there an instruction that now I had to turn into a circle or no?
Now you had to what?
Yeah, because at least here in the example, the sticky notes became a circle.
The sticky note became a circle?
No, in the example, in the showed here. On the example chart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ask the question again. I'm sorry,
Do we need to be in a circle way?
Oh no, you guys are going to self-organize. You can put yourselves however you want. I'm going to give you time to strategize, and then you're going to self-organize. Yeah, I just want to make sure I had one ball that the object wasn't grouped. So I just want to make sure real quick that I don't have any more of those because that will mess you up. I think that was the only one.
One point of time, we can only take one ball, or we can take as many as possible.
That's up to you.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have a rule against that or for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody not have their name on a sticky note? Okay, so what we're going to do is the timing. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to strategize. And then you have to give me an estimate as a team. You have to give me an estimate of what you think you can get done in 2 minutes. Then we'll start up the round. And then at the end of each round, you get 2 minutes of retrospection. And then we'll do as many rounds as you want to do. I usually play at least 3 rounds with groups. Okay, any questions before we start?
The sample scores out there look scary.
Yeah. Does everybody have their name on a sticky?
Ali, let me ask you something. Do we measure ourselves or do you measure us?
You have to figure out how to measure yourselves.
Okay.
We have to do that.
I was hoping you wouldn't
Self-organizing.
ask that because usually at the end of the first round, I say, how many points did you get? And nobody knows.
Yeah,
So it's
self-organizing.
zero. It's zero if you don't know.
Yeah.
But that's a good question.
There's a new Scrum guide now, says self-managing, right?
Self-managing, yeah.
Self-managing, that's right.
Self-managing. Oh, instead of self-organizing.
Yeah, they change. It's
okay.
Someone is actually arranging all the post-it.
I know. I don't know who's
Already
doing
has a
that.
and it's called
Moving-
guest
moving
maker. Whoever guest maker is, somebody's a guest and they're making, and they got guest researcher and.
Did it?
So I am the one who kind of arranged it in the circle. That was me.
So before I give you guys the 3 minutes, did anybody add a new sticky note? Because that makes a difference. Did anybody add a new one?
A new one?
And
Sticky
did you
note?
grab a new sticky note or did everybody use my blue ones?
I use blue ones.
Okay, good. Because if you add a new one, it pulls it to the front and then your balls get lost behind the sticky. So I always have to know that. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you
Dina
3.
just rejoined. So let's give her the time to also get a sticky.
Okay.
So who is the starting and ending point?
I'm going to give you 3 minutes to strategize once we get.
Yeah.
I didn't hear who the new person is coming in, but so wait until you're doing the strategy to do that, to figure that out. Okay, do we have everybody in?
Is this also happening with an online version that's everybody silence and Ali, is this normal?
Okay. Sometimes.
I'm really curious. I'm really curious.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna start the 3 minutes.
We
Is
have
that
to
okay?
decide. We have to decide who's the starting point and ending point.
Right.
Well, the ending point is you.
Me. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll be the starting point as well.
Yeah. So probably what we can do is the most one, that is Michelle.
But how do we stand? Now we're in a circle, but we don't have to stand in the circle. Why is there a heart from Dani?
Isn't it easier to do the circle because if you can't pass to directly you're next to you, but you can pass to the one in the front, you just skip one sticky note and you go to the next person. So you skip one and you move on. That way you circularly get to each other. Sort of. If you do 2 rounds, you should be touching, all the balls should be touching everyone.
If everybody follows that, yeah, absolutely.
Dani,
But at the end, maybe you have to skip 2. If
it's
you
hard.
match the first one, you skip 2 and continue skipping 1.
Is there a rule? Is there a limit on how many times I have to touch the ball? Just one, or doesn't matter?
You can touch it as many times as you want, but the ball has to start and end with the same person, and it has to touch every person in order to get a point. But you can touch it twice.
Once. So at least once.
At least once.
So very crazy idea. If Michel is the start and end point, and in the first round you give it to the second neighbor, so you always skip one person, and that is the first round. And we are an even number, so it will end with Michel.
Yes,
and then give it to the third person.
Yes.
And that makes a whole round. And at the end, when everybody has had it, then we give it back to Michel, and then we're done.
That's the right strategy. Yeah, perfect.
So the first one would be Michel, Carlos, Cindy, Rai, Joe, Jose, Anita, and then it's back to Michel. And then he gives it to Sasha, Danny, me, Pedro, Steve.
Yes, and but and I have to count.
You don't have to count because you're the one who picks the balls, and you just pass it on to one specific person.
It won't work.
Okay, who's counting?
It won't work because it ends with GUI.
Yeah. It's got to end with the person that started with.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, finally we can still throw it to somebody else in the opposite, and then that person can finally throw it to Michel. That's not a problem.
If
you have 20 seconds left to strategize.
Okay, so if after the second round it's with GUI, he can give it to Sasha, who gives it back to Michel. And if we limit ourselves to one ball in the system, it stays simple.
We could start another ball. Yeah.
How many? The first estimate is 1.
Time's up. Time's up. No more strategizing. You cannot talk until I say go on the round. Okay, so I need an estimate before we start this first round.
1.
Max.
Okay, 1.
We're going to do 1.
Okay.
18 people are going to do 1 ball.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Alia, Alia,
Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
That's a lot of weight for the others.
As a starting point, as a starting and ending point, a stop point, do I pick the ball from the stack and first put it on my own card and then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It has to go from your card to the next card to be a pass.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Any other questions before we start?
Yeah. But I see the system is not working.
Okay.
Because
well, you have to start. I'm sorry. Get to work. Go work.
Okay. I'll
work.
start.
Who is counting?
Okay, there is some clogging there. Okay.
GUI, what are you doing? I am the starting and ending point. What? Now balls it.
Oh my Gunnar!
Gunnar is becoming a bottleneck. Please, Gunnar, come on, act.
Calm down, guys.
Waiting, Carlos, Cindy, me. Waiting. Okay, now Carlos has got it.
Steve has three arms.
I lost myself. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Just keep seeing your own card. The moment you see something landing, just throw it to the alternative one in anti-clockwise. That's it. Simple.
Yes, but the ball is finishing. I don't quite understand if the ball scored and gets out of the flux. I don't know.
Right. How does it get out of the circle? When do we claim it finished? Done.
After going to Michel back.
Goes through everybody.
I should pass it back to Michael, but he keeps he keeps throwing it back to me.
Yeah, it finally has to land on Michael. That's it. Yeah.
No, we didn't agree on that.
Stop. Time's up.
That's why somebody says GUI is the ending point. Yeah, that's not right.
Stop talking. How many points did you get? How many points?
0.
2, is it?
0.
No,
how many drops? I didn't see any drops.
Yeah, I didn't see any drops either.
I see once. I saw once.
You saw 1 drop?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, is it not 2? Is it not 2 points on Michael? Whatever we see there.
Wait a second. Michael has 2 balls in his court.
So what happened, Michael? Where is he?
Sorry?
Michael has 2 balls in his court. So are they finished?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where they come from.
I don't think they count if you don't know where they came from.
No, I don't know. Because is it from the first or the second round? I don't know.
Okay, we have to go back.
All right, put all the balls back. Put all the balls back to the left. I think you got -1 score on that, but that's okay. That's pretty typical. All right, so now you have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to strategize again. Let's see if you can do it better.
Yeah, I have a question because there was a moment during the game that Gunnar had, I think there were 4 balls there. Is that allowed or no?
I didn't say it wasn't. Yeah. If he can hold 4 balls, that's allowed.
Okay.
Something like that.
This is a virtual game advantage, you know. Okay. So on the left, right.
I would love to understand how one ball landed on my court and get out of it without me touching it.
Ooh, somebody else is doing your work. That's not allowed.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Someone else's court.
That doesn't count.
Can we start from the top left?
So can't we pull from others? So let's say Jose has four balls, and if I skip Pedro, then it should be landing on me. Can I pull from Jose's funnel?
I guess not.
No. So Jose, you have to put it into my bucket, and then I can pass it on?
Yes, that's what I was doing, but one ball, I didn't even have the chance.
So why don't we just try the next round then with just one ball and make sure that...
Yes, one ball at a time in the system. Then we know when it's done.
Yeah. Now, why are we standing in a circle? Why are we standing in a circle?
No, yeah. So in fact, it is not required to kind of wait for the one ball to finish, actually. In fact, we can take more. But only thing is we have to take it in this order. For example, I have just arranged it in a proper way. So now we can actually take it in that order itself.
You highly overestimate what I can remember. So if in the morning I know where my coffee mug is, then it's already good. So I have no concentration on a Friday afternoon. It must be very simple for me.
No, what I'm saying is we have this clearly here, right? So we will just take it in this order. That's it. Very simple.
I won't remember this. In the heat of the battle, I don't remember anything. So it must be very simple.
Right?
Yeah, we can see which order we take it, but we can't know which order they go out, right?
I do have to tell you
we have to track it.
You are allowed at the end. You can place the ball off to the side if you place it gently.
Yeah.
Why is somebody moving the balls now?
Yeah, that is keeping it in an easier way to keep it.
You don't make it easier.
Ellie.
But again, how do we want to? So I would say one system, then we can at least see where it is going and we can track it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a system, but I know this game very good, so I'm not gonna spoil it.
Who is that talking?
Michelle.
Ah.
Ellie.
Oh, there. I can't see your mouth there. Okay.
I just have a question.
3 minutes is up. You have 2 minutes. You ready? Go.
So
what was the system now? I don't know
from
what
the
the
first
system.
one. You start picking it from the first one. This like this. Like this, yeah. I've done the first one. So start the game.
To whom do I pass?
You can pass it to the same order. Carlos, come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Michael, pass it on to Carlos. Michael, you can pick one more new in the meanwhile.
No. The idea was for us to just wait, right, and try only one with one ball.
And then we said we can also do the next because
one ball.
Because we now know because we are taking it in the order, so no worries.
Okay, here's the
and
thing,
after it comes back to Michael, he can put it in the center maybe. Center.
Okay, guys, for the measurement. Okay, guys, for the measurement. Now I could only pass it back to Michael, but this ball has already been with him, so I'm passing it to. Yeah, Yeah, that's so. Grab this one and pass it to Sasha, and so we do the full round.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Donnie, wake up.
Well, Donnie would need to pass it to Gunnar.
And then we also have another one here. Who is this? Carlos. Carlos, please pass it down to Cindy first.
But weren't we gonna limit the whip?
Okay.
That's why I was holding.
And
No,
Pedro
you can pass it. It's okay. There are people waiting.
Right.
So.
Okay, and I'll pass it to Carlos, and then Carlos can pass it back to Michelle, and it'll be done.
Yes.
Okay, Cindy.
As soon as I can get it. Oh, hang on. Okay, Carlos, you can pass that to Michelle, and that will be done.
Yes, we have
One.
one.
That's it.
We have
Time's
one.
up. You guys
can put
forgot
the
to give
center
me an
maybe?
estimate.
You can put it in the
forgot
center.
We said 0.
Guys,
We
I
said
haven't
0.
touched-
Oh, I didn't catch that. So
Let's
were
move
there
the
any
flame.
drops? Were there any drops?
No.
Not yet.
I don't think so.
Okay,
So you got
Jose-
one.
To be honest, there was one.
Moves the
To be honest.
flame. Okay, I moved the flame. I haven't
Here.
touched it yet.
Okay.
So where do I move the flame? Here. Okay.
All right.
So that's
So
our
you have
second.
3
one
minutes.
to
You have
drop.
3 minutes now
The
to
flame has not
strategize.
come to me yet. The flame
a
has not
drop.
gone to Steve.
Wait.
It's a drop.
Yeah, the
Wait,
flame is making
wait,
the second
stop.
round. The flame is making the second round to touch the
Stop.
second people.
It's not. Am I on mute?
No,
No.
they're doing
You're not. You were
The,
supposed
the
to
flame
stop.
needs to go to Sasha. The flame needs to go to Sasha, and Cindy needs to pass to Raj.
The game is over.
The game
Oh,
is over.
The round is
Oh.
done.
No, that
guys.
round was over. But you have 3 minutes to strategize.
Sorry, the round.
You're
Okay.
10 seconds into your 3 minutes.
Ali, the timer is missing in the Miro, you know.
Oh yeah, I could put it there actually.
Yeah, that would help. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we did better, right?
Yes.
So that's a slight improvement
We-
over the previous
we got-
iteration.
We got
we-
one. Yep.
We improved. We
Yep.
improved.
We did improve.
So if we are strategizing, I think we have the know-how now, right?
Yeah.
So we know that
Yeah.
we have to pass it to the second person, and then the ball comes to me. I don't pass it back to Michael. I pass it
Yeah.
to Gui, and then Gui. So that's how the ball makes the second round. And then we can do multiple balls at the same time. So that way we could accelerate and get more balls done in one round, right?
And
As long
once
as
the
they
ball
don't
is done,
block.
can we put it in the center, maybe, just to know it is done? Can that be the convention?
Yes, and we need to put it somewhere, like a done column somewhere that it's done.
Yeah, the center one.
Or
can
in the
be
middle.
done. Middle, yeah, just in the middle. That's it. Simple.
Wherever, as long as it's the non-drop fall, the non-drop zone, we're good. Yes,
We'll
and then
make that
everyone
visible.
needs to be on the toes to grab the balls, because sometimes it was getting stuck because people were not moving them.
Yeah, but like, why are we still keeping in circle? Because maybe if we just do like, you know, like these,
I thought
it
that
might be easier, and we're gonna reduce as well the amount
mean
of
like
times.
this?
In zigzag.
Okay, got it. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, any one person can do it. I'm fine. I'll wait.
Okay, so we do the inner circle and then the outer circle, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
okay.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Looks good,
So we
actually.
do the Steve, Gui, Sasha, Dani, because they are essentially next to each other, but they are not, because we move them inside the circle. So we do Steve, Gui, Sasha, Dani, Gunnar, Pedro, right? And the outer circle is moving at the same time, and we just make sure that we switch the balls. So, okay, that could
Okay, wait a
work.
minute. Sorry. After Michael, it is now who?
Carlos.
Carlos. Okay. Then let me keep it like this. Okay.
I have to
So
pass the
Michael
ball
does.
to Steve.
I'll throw it at Gui, and Gui throws it at Carlos. Carlos throws it at Sasha, Sasha to Cindy, Cindy to Dani, Dani to Rai to Gunnar, Gunnar to Jose, Jose to
Time's
Pedro.
up.
And
Okay, cool. We'll get
and the-
started.
Time's up.
yeah, the done
Zigzag,
sticky can go.
zigzag. Yeah, okay, we
Alright.
do zigzag. Okay,
Give me an estimate before we start this round.
10
I would
balls.
go for
Three.
2.
three.
3?
I think
Okay, what's the majority? We can go with 2. I don't. Yeah.
let's target 10 at least. That's what I would say.
All right, we'll start with 2. All right, go.
Yeah. Oh, I'll put in another ball.
Where's Sasha? Where's Sasha? Nope, Sasha's
no.
supposed to go to Danny or Cindy.
Those don't count. Those have to start over.
Those
You
have
just
to
pass
start over.
directly to your.
I think the zigzag introduced more confusion. Sorry for that.
If the ball doesn't count, put it away.
Cindy are my neighbors.
Yeah, Jos.
Oh, Raj.
Okay, Jose to Pedro.
No, but the ball came directly to me from Raj. It's out.
Oh.
No, Raj, you have to throw it to Gunnar.
Zigzag.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, if the arrangement is a zigzag, then we first pass it in one outer circle and then in one inner circle.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gunnar, come on.
Yeah, but where? So that is not according to the rules, but okay, whatever you want. As I said, I have no concentration. I do whatever you tell me.
Okay, so I pass to Steve if we are doing zigzag. Oops.
Steve, to me, please.
We lost the background of the face.
That's okay. I'll fix it. Don't that's fine. I don't know why that happened. Somebody ungrouped it.
Okay, that's fine. So that's the face, and then I'm moving to Steve. Okay, Steve.
What is
Pedro,
the place to make points?
Pedro, I need the flame. Yes. Steve.
Wow, we have done 3.
Hey, Sasha.
I'm here, but my browser is not responding.
Yeah.
So we did 4. We did 4.
Wow.
How does this count as done? We pass it to the direct neighbor.
No, that's not a direct neighbor.
No, with a zigzag, if you were in a room, that would be in front.
Yeah, it will be like this.
I see our definition of neighbor is a bit different, but okay.
Yeah. If the visualization when people are live in a room is better, but I'm okay with this being in front, not to the right or left. The way that they're laid out. Did you have any drops?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We had one.
No, there's a ball out here.
There's no one.
Now you can put it in, yeah. Bring it in.
What?
You can move back the done ones also there, yeah. So it is to the person in the front, right? That means I should pass it down to Gunnar, right?
Yeah, because that would be diagonal. That would not be exactly in your right, in your left.
Can we go over again what is illegal, what is illegal pass?
Yeah.
So the illegal is to your direct right or left for the sticky note. If you're looking at the board, it can't go to the direct right or left, but in front is okay. Or behind. If you were in person, you could put it behind you, but
sticky notes are faceless. That's what creates the confusion.
Oh.
If I was standing there, I could turn in any direction and my face would be elsewhere. So
Cindy and Carlos are legal for me, right?
Who
Cindy and Carlos. Sasha.
Ali,
no, those are legal. Those are good.
Okay, those are
front
legal.
of you.
Okay, those are good. Okay.
Yes.
Now I got it.
But Sasha, you could not pass directly to Dani or Guy.
Okay.
So Sasha goes to Cindy, Dani goes to Raj goes to Gunnar goes to Jose to Pedro to Anita to Steve to Michael.
Good.
And Michael to Dan.
Perfect. Now it is very straightforward, yeah. Can we get a little bit more now?
Okay, so we do 5 now?
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Yes, 5 is a good number, yeah.
Okay.
Can we get rid of that?
Who's putting these arrows? I was waiting for this.
I like the lines. Someone is doing lines. This is good.
Just so you guys know that the record for this for my classes and my sessions is 35.
Wow.
Many people.
You shouldn't have said that because Raj is extremely competitive. So now he's
How many people? Yeah.
I have an idea. I have an idea. We'll remove this done sticky note. As when a ball is around and comes at me, it counts for 1, and I throw the ball again to GUI, and it's going again in the circle in the system.
So how are you
then
we have
a few balls just going around and around and around. Just maybe 4 or 5 balls going around and around and around.
I don't got it.
But we can't make a count of it. I mean,
we do the same thing as we just did. Only I don't put the ball in done, but I'll throw it in again because I count it, but I throw it in again.
Yeah, don't throw it. Maybe you keep it in your bucket. That's fine, or around your name.
Because then I have to pick another ball, but it's easier to catch a ball and throw it again in instead of putting it down and taking a new ball.
But how do we count the number of unique balls that we have finished?
It's about flow, right?
Yes. So Michael, so if you're able to count it yourself, that would be perfect, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that.
I'll count. Timer done.
Time's up. Okay, give me an estimate for this round. Oh, you gave me an estimate, right? 6?
I think it's more than 5.
39.
Yeah.
What do we want? 6?
Sure, 6.
Now make it 10. Make it 10. A challenge.
Okay.
It's the last round. Make it 10.
Okay. Well, it could be the last round. It's up to you guys if you want to play more after this round. Okay. Let me set the clock. Yeah.
We can play until 35.
Okay, go.
We will say 10 and make 39. Okay. Sasha, come on.
Are you?
Sasha, where are you?
Sasha, we got a bottleneck.
Sasha, who's Sasha?
I think he had browser problems or so.
Maybe.
Yeah, happens.
Maybe stuck.
Okay, she's back.
Is he stuck? Oh, there you go.
Okay. Danny. Okay. Gunnar. Okay.
Oh, I think I saw a dropped ball.
2. I'll count. 3. 4. 5. 6.
Good job.
7.
I've had the face already, so the face is doing the second round.
8.
Oh.
9.
Continuous delivery.
10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
That's
15.
it. Woo!
Wow, 15.
15.
Okay.
Were there any drops?
1.
No.
1.
No.
Yeah,
The
what?
well, there's the plunger just sitting there. I don't know what it's doing there.
Yeah,
I
there
moved
was
it
one
because it was a
manual
drop.
edit.
I moved it.
I dropped 1.
But you didn't start the drop back up, so it's not a negative, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you left it out, so you got 15 actually through.
Yay.
So you still have a net score of 15. Nice. Okay. Do you want to do any more rounds?
We got an hour left. What do y'all want to do?
What's the vote? Can we do a Menti vote?
I actually would like to ask some things. So,
yeah.
which kind formats do you normally see that people normally arrange themselves to run this dynamic?
This seems to be the best arrangement. This live, to me, when people are live in a room, is the best arrangement. A circle outside of a circle.
No, there's a better one. No, there's a better one.
Yeah, is there? What is it?
Yes, that was hard to explain, but it's about everybody has to touch it. And one picks up, you lay a basket on the table. And
we're talking virtual.
Take a ball and you take, I have on the, she's talking about live in the room.
Oh, okay.
The basket on the table, you take a ball from it and you keep it up, and all the hands are like
I've seen that.
And you just do this.
Yeah.
And then you come over to 300.
I have seen that on videos, but I've never been able to do that because people can't get. It's too hard to organize yourselves that way unless it's only 4 or 5 people.
Yes, that's with small groups.
Which is a point. Which is a point to make. But usually I have groups of at least 16 to 20. They can't do it. Yeah, but that's a good.
And then this is a good one, and I go at 130 or so. I had with the group of
with this
12 or 14 people, 130.
Yeah, I've had that about that too.
Yeah, and see what I've done is I do the large group first, and then I talk about, obviously it's going to be a hassle. It's going to be a lot of problems, and then you break them down into small teams, and that helps demonstrate how much better it is to have small teams.
Yeah.
Right. Break them down into small teams because you can accomplish things faster. You communicate better, and you accomplish things faster. Just because there's not so much disagreement and discussion.
Yes.
You have short strategy sessions, and you get right to work.
Yeah. So, and these are the typical questions that I ask for this. What did you learn from the game? So those kinds of discussions should come out. How did your team make decisions? Was it one person or was it a collaborative decision making?
Yeah. So let's answer that question right now.
Well, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
how was the collaboration? Was everybody, or was there several dominant personalities? Danny's smiling. What's your answer, Danny?
It's really interesting because we can actually see which are the people that are really competitive. So we could see definitely that Raj is really competitive and he wanted to organize all the people all over as well, So, and for example, I'm not that much competitive, but whenever I was focused, I was only focused on looking into my post-its. So that might be better because I was not looking into that much in the entire environment. I was more concerned about first in and first out there in my post-its. So so I would like maybe to see how could I improve that next time as well.
Yeah.
Good thing that I liked was, we called out each other. We kind of, asked.
Okay. So what's next? Do we want to do this in smaller groups or, typically what we would do is, go ahead. Somebody wanted to speak.
Oh, no, it was just me. I had a few more questions if you guys want to go through them.
Sure, let's do it. We got time.
How would things have gone differently if you did have an appointed leader? One person. Would it have been better?
Depends on the leader. I have had leaders who ordered me, who just ordered me around, and without me really understanding why I'm doing this or what I have to do or what's important. I have had this. But the worst thing that happened is I followed those orders. And when people have seen me following orders, they are horrified by what I'm capable of doing. And they never want to see me again following orders.
Right. Yeah. And if that leader doesn't know as much as the people on the team, especially, right? If they had never seen this before, never done it before. What else?
That's unimportant. it's actually a tragedy if the leader is the most knowledgeable person.
Well, that's true too.
Because then you're missing out a very good teammate.
Yeah. Yeah. How important were the retrospectives?
Extremely. Yeah, I mean that's how we decided how we got better. I mean, it's the reason of the retrospective is to evaluate what you did, what worked, what didn't work, and how to adapt and adjust. We went from 0 to
16,
15,
yeah.
0 to 16, all because of retrospectives.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to actually put your results in the Miro board, a snapshot of your results out there, because there was just a sample one. So I'll put it on top of the one that's there. Go ahead.
Just something before, because we also did not hear inputs from a lot of people that are here. So you didn't hear any input from Cindy, nor Carlos, Guilherme as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to invite you guys also to speak up and give your perspective as well.
You're on mute, Cindy.
One person
I was thinking it's just like a game in Brazil that we have like Escravos de Jó, isn't it? Something like this. Yes. But I just play once, just with one ball, so it was easier. Like we have to group it, like, how can I say this? Stay together, stick to pass the ball faster than we are playing. But it was very different for me to play online. Very, very different. It's hard to, a lot of people talking at the same time. We are here in a small group, but it's difficult because it's online. So.
But doesn't that happen face to face too? People talk at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but it's easier. Like when we are face to face, we are all screaming.
That's right. You're all screaming at each other.
No, it happened here as well, right? It happened even here.
Yeah.
So
people are afraid of their dominant person, so they usually don't talk.
Yeah.
Whereas here, what? You're going to turn me off? You're going to turn my
put you on mute.
Yeah, mute me.
So what the last thing I usually do, or somewhere in here, what I usually do is go through. I note down the comments I'm hearing as you're going through the game, and so I encourage you to listen to the comments and think about what does that mean as far as agility and teamwork. So round one, who's counting? These are comments I heard. There's a clog here. What are you doing? I'm the start and the end. Oh my goodness, there's a bottleneck. Calm down, you guys. I lost myself. That was my favorite. The ball is finishing. He keeps just throwing it back to me. That was round one. What points came out of that? What Agile points came out of that, or non-Agile?
That is a bottleneck for sure.
Yeah. Bottleneck.
Yeah.
I also kind of heard definition of done in there. Right? What's the definition of done?
Yeah.
Round two, one ball at a time. Why are you in a circle, or why are we in a circle? I highly overestimate what I can remember. Oh, you highly overestimate what I can remember. Why is somebody moving the balls? So what's the system now? To whom am I passing? Come on. Danny, wake up. Weren't we limiting whip? So what do you hear in that one? What kinds of things do you hear out of that?
People working at different speeds.
Yeah.
And too many balls coming out at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for the slower ones like me.
Yes. Right. So round 3, we need a done column. I think the zigzag introduced more confusion. And then somebody said, zigzag, zigzag. I'm going to combine it with round 4. It's about the flow. And then there was silence for about 20 seconds. Nobody talked. It was pretty cool. And then there was Sasha, come on, we got a bottleneck again. And then counting. So I think, Michelle, you were counting. I'll count. I've had the face already. Oh, I've had the face ball already. And then, wow. So what did you hear out of that?
Sometimes the silence is the most speaking part.
Yeah. There was a real flow going, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah. We were working.
Yeah.
We were making progress.
You were.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Good.
I was thinking about the flow, and there's a thing it came to me, like when we are working on team, we can do the other's job, but here in the game we can't.
Right.
It's not fair. Because if you are thinking about flow, we should do this kind of job. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And yeah, it is. However, you've got to take into consideration that in the job, in the real job, and I'm going to come from a developer's background because that's my background. If a developer,
it frozen.
You froze, Steve.
Steve, wake up.
Say hi, Steve.
Hi.
So you were saying you're coming from a developer's background, and
if someone gets sick, if a teammate gets sick, it takes a certain amount of time for you to come up to speed on what they were doing, so you can take over their job. So in this game, you would have to set a time frame of a few seconds before you can move somebody else's ball to simulate that delay.
It's a good idea.
Because you just can't pick up immediately. You know, like when we were waiting for Sasha or Danny, you just can't grab that ball and move it because Danny's not responding because of internet issues. Right. You've got to wait a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And so that would be another rule to add. And then, of course, you know, the things I get feedback in the games I do when I was doing face-to-face and even sometimes virtual is we're Agile. We're not supposed to have these rules. Give me a break. Yes, we do have things. We do have rules that we have to go by. You can't deliver crap.
No. And if a team member never does any work, are they really on the team?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and why are they collecting a paycheck?
Anything else you guys get out of this?
Yeah. So I've got a question for the people, if you don't mind, Allie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which Agile framework are we demonstrating by this game?
Does it matter?
No, I'm just asking. I want to hear people's opinion. What do you think it is?
I think it's more the mindset.
Yeah,
the principles.
I like something that that Michael brought it, which was to bring continuous flow. So when he mentioned that, for me, that was automatically trigger for have something more lean.
Could this be used in a Scrum project? Sure.
Oh yeah.
It could be used lean. It could be Kanban.
Yeah.
It could be any of them because it's all about flow, your workflow process. It's about quality. It's about a definite start and a definite end. You know, so it could be used in any of them. You know, it could be used in discipline agile delivery. It could be used in SAFe. It could be used in anything.
Yeah, I've used it for all of those.
Yeah.
For trainings for all of those.
Yeah, it's about team building as well, because if we think about the collaboration that we were doing regarding the betterment. I think
Yeah.
it's about it too, and the fun we have with it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if you haven't done it live, I highly recommend once we go live again. It is a blast to do live.
Yeah, I used to carry a bag of tennis balls to all my training courses, and that's what we use was tennis balls because they're cheap.
Yeah.
and they're
I
easy
use
to put in the
Amazon
suitcase.
has a set of 12 balls like this, and they have funny faces on them.
Oh yeah.
I use different balls. I have them here somewhere.
Yeah.
I have it's called splash balls. That's to throw them in water with water.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But they're very nice
light.
to catch. They're good to catch and good to throw. But I also have some these yellow balls looking like smileys.
Yes.
They're hard.
Yeah, I know
they're
what
hard.
you're talking about.
And I always put the hard balls on top of them, and then I get them the basket with the balls, and then always. The smart people say, no, not the hard balls. Just take the soft balls. Take the soft balls. Because then you make less mistakes, and you can catch them better.
And another thing I do in the live is I have an American football that's totally different from the rest of the balls, and I will just throw it in there in the middle of it. This is a new type of work you have to figure out how to handle.
Yeah.
A bowling ball.
Oh, that would be funny.
Or coconut.
Awesome.
Just some strange balls in it.
Yeah. So do we want to continue on with the Q&A, or do we want to take a break, or what would you all like to do? Because typically what we do is we'll take a break for 5 minutes, come back, and then we go into breakout rooms. Now, Allie has created three more boards that we could use if you want to come back and play the game. We can keep playing, but it's it's up to y'all. So Danny, Cindy, what do y'all think? Raj?
You're on mute, Mirage. Raj, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Raj.
You're on mute, Raj.
I'm sorry. No, I was just checking, are we not having the regular lean beer on a random topic that we're going to discuss? In my view, I would say we can do that. If many of us are interested in playing, I am also ready to play. No worries.
So let's do the following then. So but just do one if you'd like to continue and have maybe another round with another set of rules or whatever. Or two, if you'd like to wrap up for now and have a 5-minute break and go to the lean beer. 2,
3.
1 or 2.
Okay, 3.
It doesn't matter.
Neutral.
Okay.
What do we got? I wasn't counting.
So
did you see that,
more
Danny?
2s than 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
two is for the lean beer. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to put a link in our chat session. If you're not coming back for the lean beer, please give us your feedback. We would really appreciate that. But we do hope to see you back. We're going to take a 5-minute break. You can get your beer, lunch, whatever. Come back, and then we'll do a lean beer.
Okay.
All right, awesome. And we'll keep this open.
All right. Can I stop the screen, the live on YouTube?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.